Hi, Blake with BlvdHome, and today, kind of in a different situation. Today is kind of different from where we normally do. We're not in the store today, we're in a house, and this is kind of a unique home. Here in Southern Utah, we have an event every year. It's called the Parade of Homes, and a lot of communities have it, but this is our Parade of Homes. But this house is really great and really unique. This is a home that is done in conjunction with Washington County School Districts and also with the Southern Utah Home Builders Association. Basically, this house was built by students of the local high schools. They frame it up, they do all the drywall work, all the electrical work. They do have people hired out to do certain things, but for the most part, there is an instructor here and kids come in and they build this house. And we are very lucky to be involved with this organization and be able to provide the decorations for this home, for the Parade of Home, and also the appliances in this home. So today we're going to talk about the appliances that are put in the home and why we put these in the home and the reasons for it and what type we put in the house and will it work well for this house. So if you're all wondering how big this house is, it's almost 1,800 square feet, just a little bit shy of it. It is 4 bedroom, 2 bath, beautiful home, great scenery. If you can see outside, man, see Zion National Park this way, see the Red Mountains this way. It's great. It's just beautiful down here, and I honestly can tell you this is a spectacular place for this home. And after the parade, this house will go up for sale and be sold, and then those funds will be reincorporated back into next year, whether you have the next house they build. So this is a great thing. So let's talk about the appliances here. For the appliances in this home this year, they have gone with Bosch appliances. These are great appliances for basically a starter home. I mean, it's someplace to start your family, perfect size, a nice little yard out back, but this is what we decided to go on this year. So behind me, we have Bosch gas range. Now this is a slide-in range. There is a difference between a slide-in and a drop-in, a bunch of things. This is what's called a slide-in range, where basically it goes all the way to the ground and then it slides into your countertop. It basically mimics your countertop here and comes in real nice. This has 5 burners on it of different sizes, but it's got the Bosch quality to it. Now with this, it's got a nice oven, nice control panel here. Your controls are up front. You don't have the big backsplash up back. The high schoolers, they did all this tile work and it is just flawless. But you have this nice backsplash that you have here. You have nice countertops, but this is great for this because it gives you lots of flexibility with this unit. If you ever wondered, why are my controls always up front with gas appliances? Well, the thinking is if you ever have a fire on your range, if you ever have to reach across it to shut the gas off, you're not reaching across flame and fire, so everything is always up front. The only thing that's always bad about this type of ranges, and this is with any gas range in general, it's something you have to kind of be careful of, because if you come across them and you're not paying attention, you can hit them and possibly do damage to the knob itself, or you could accidentally bump it and turn it on. It doesn't happen very often because they do have detents to it, which means you have to push it in pretty good to get it to turn. It won't turn on its own. Fabulous gas range. It's got a nice oven to it, nice rack. They're not the flimsy type that fall apart. It's a great oven and cooktop for this application, and I really like the slide-ins because, again, you don't have that ugly back panel to cover up that beautiful tile. So that's what we've gone with this range. The model on this is a HGF 1050MUC/01. If you're looking for a good range that's not going to break the bank, that you could definitely use in your home, this is a range that you could definitely look at. It is a top-notch range. So next we have a microwave up here. It's a microwave vent hood. It is just a plain microwave. If you've watched my other videos, and I do recommend you watch my other videos, microwaves are microwaves. The best thing with a microwave is to pick the one with the features you like. They're really not that different from each other. They try to be different, but there's not much you really can do be different in a microwave because you have the same things that make them work. Only thing is different are the features and the functions. But this is a nice Bosch microwave. It does have nice basic features to it. It's not going to have anything that's going to confuse anybody and have all these different menus you have to go through with all these different recipes, all these different things. But it is a nice microwave, nice size. It is 30-inch. It does vent out the top. Now this is a common thing. I'm just going to mention this. This happens too many times. If you remember, the old microwave used to have all the holes that went across right here, and that's where it vented out. Well, now they put all the venting right up here where the holes, where you have recycling venting, where it doesn't have to necessarily vent outside. And that's this case here. It's not venting outside. It's recirculating into the room. If you cover up these vents because you make the cabinets come way out, you've defeated the whole purpose of the venting microwave because it has nowhere to vent the air. Always be mindful of these new microwaves. This front does have to stick out about 1 inch past the cabinetry so it can have somewhere to pull that air from underneath and pull it away from the cooktop and blow it out into the air. Other than this, great Bosch microwave, very simple. Again, it's a microwave. For the refrigerator you put in this home, Bosch bottom freezer. Fantastic bottom freezer. Recently, there's been a lot of appliances that have been coming out without handles. They either have places like his where you have to reach your hand in. Some of the LGs, you have to reach up here or reach underneath it to pull it. I understand the reasons for them. You've got this handle sticking out and it's taking up room. When you're walking by it, you brush up against it. I don't know. When you grab them like this all the time, I can just see fingerprints on this all the time and scratch marks from people with really long nails. I'm not sure if I'm really crazy about this handle design, but this isn't a Bosch thing. This is a industry thing. So that's what they went with this. It doesn't have a handle on it. Nice French door, really nice baskets. One thing I really like about the Bosches, they've got some really great lighting in it. You can see what you're looking for. You're not trying to say, oh, what's that behind the mayonnaise? You can actually see it because it is a well-lit, really great shelf. Some manufacturers will use not actual glides they slide on. They'll actually just have like little plastic runners that they kind of slide on. Those are not very nice. They do make a lot of noise and they have a lot of rubbing, but these are nice sliding shelves, easy to clean. If you look at the shelves themselves, the support for it is attached to the bottom of the glass. If you do have spillage, it doesn't go between the frame and the glass itself and get underneath it. So when you look at your glass, you say, how'd that stuff get under there? How do you clean that? You don't. You soak it in the sink and you hope it comes out. That's about the best way I can tell you. With this one, that's something you don't have to worry about. Ice makers up top on this unit, what's called a Minky ice maker. When it first came out a couple years ago, it was a little troublesome. I haven't seen many problems with them recently. I think they finally got them all worked out. With anything, when they try something new, there's always a little bit of growing pains with them. But this Minky ice maker has actually been a really good ice maker the last couple of years. Nice shelves on both sides, and it's really nice the way it's designed because you can use both doors. If you're dealing with one that has the ice in the door here, well, you lose a lot of shelving space here. The way this one is designed, you lose some space up here, but you definitely gain it in the door. It does have a dispenser on it. The dispenser is here where you can lock it out. Well, currently it's locked out, but the dispenser's here. We're gonna turn the lock off. Now it's unlocked, and so this has all your features on it. You have your crust, your cube, adjust your temperatures. This has a bottle fill on it, and you have a light, so you can turn your light on and off. Great bottom freezer. It comes all the way out, the whole length of it, so you can see everything that's in it. You have a nice top one that glides, and you have a divider in the middle, so you can separate your food out, make it a little bit easier for you. This has a nice soft close, which is fantastic, so you're not having your kids slam it. You can just push through a certain point, and then it will pull in just like a soft drawer on any of your other cabinetries and stuff. Fabulous fridge. Check out Bosch. They have some good stuff. This is what we chose to go with in this home for this appliance. For the dishwasher for this unit, we went with a Bosch dishwasher. We went with the 100 series of this. This is the basic of the Bosch line. But again, like I said earlier in the video, even though it is a 100 series, this is still a Bosch dishwasher, and it's still a fantastic dishwasher. It is pretty basic. There are some things that the 300 and the 500 series, 800 series have that this one doesn't have. So it doesn't have your utensil rack up in there. You have to use your utensil rack down in here. So it does take up some space in the bottom. You have a little bit less room where with the other ones you can take it out and have all usable space and use your utensil rack. This doesn't have it. The other thing that this doesn't have is the other ones have a lot more folding tines that you can fold out and make them a lot more flexible. You're set with what you have. With this dishwasher, I always highly recommend that you refer to the use and care manual, and they have loading instructions. They have nice pictures. Basically, just mimic what they have as far as loading in this. That's your best loading options you're going to have for this dishwasher. Other than that, stainless steel tank, same wash system, so it doesn't have the drying system like the other one does. This is brand new, so when you look at this, you're going to say it's all wet because it hasn't been using rinse agent yet. Again, refer to my other Bosch videos, and I'll explain the reasons for this. One thing I didn't mention is some of the other series, the racks are adjustable. This is fixed. You cannot adjust this. It is set at one level. But the wash system on this is the exact same you get on a 500 series. It's really a great wash system, and it's a great dishwasher. Same dispenser. This will connect up to your Wi-Fi, so you can utilize the app, and I'm telling you should utilize the app for this unit. Most of the same features as the 500 series you have here. Really, the only difference is the rack system itself. Great dishwasher to start with. It's quiet. It's going to work well. You're going to be pleased with the results of it. It's a great dishwasher. Kind of went over the Bosch package in this home. This is a great project for Washington County School District to be able to learn, and we're pleased to be part of this. I hope you enjoyed the tour of the packages of appliances that we put in this home. Thank you for watching. We'll see you again real soon.